Welcome back, underground inhabitants. My name, of course, is Open Potato. This is Oxygen Not Included. Now, this is an unfamiliar site if you've been keeping up to date with the series thus far. This is a brand new construction that I've been working on for the last couple of cycles. Now, this is, I think, well, my understanding anyway, is that this is a in more professional circles, shall we say, Oxygen Not Included, professional circles. This is a sort of system that allows you to delete heat from the game, and hopefully over the course of this episode, we are going to try and get it up and running. Now, the reason that we need to get it up and running is well, it's right over here. As you can see, we are down to our last tiny bit of water. There's about, I don't know, 1,600 kilograms or something of water in there, so there's not much. There's not enough to go through the pipes to provide any cooling for the radiator. So what I'm really hoping to do with this brand new system over here is we are going to, we're going to cool down the water that is coming from this area right here. Ideally, we're going to run it through at least 2 of these thermo aquatuners, right? So that will decrease the temperature just straight away by about 14 degrees. So we're immediately going to take it down from, well, 66, down by 14, down by 14 again. Then we're going to put it back into the system, run it along here, run it through the anti-entropy thermonullifier, and because the anti-entropy thermonullifier therefore has to do less work, it should work out easier. It should work out easier. So there we go. That's my sort of plan. It's going to take us a few cycles to get this area properly up and running, and so I can properly demonstrate exactly what I've got going on. The build that I'm copying, by the way, this is a copy of a guy called JD Plays on YouTube. Great YouTuber, actually, and I love his video explaining heat in Oxygen Not Included. So the process that we're going to go through is actually called deleting heat from the game. So steam turbines are one of the sources that you can, or one of the things that you can use to delete heat. So you basically take in 120 degree steam, and you turn that steam into, you turn water into steam at 120 degrees. At 120 degrees, the steam turbine will activate, and then it will output water, I think at like 70 degrees or something. So in effect, you're deleting heat. That's the point anyway. We got a couple more bits and bobs to be swept up, and then we can get started. I need to get some power transformers around the edge here. But yeah, I may indeed reference the video of his at some point throughout. Also, something else that I want to do is I want to get the oil refinery and the natural gas geyser in the same room. So I think we're gonna have to make like a massive containment area, because having natural gas up in this zone is bad. It's real bad. It's real bad. Okay, what we're also going to want to do is we're going to want to get as I was saying, we're going to want to get some power transformers over here. Large power transformers, I believe, are what's required, although I don't know about that. I don't think we actually, well, we do require large power transformers, but we're going to have to use individual heavy cable. This is going to be heavy watt wire. In fact, does it need to be heavy watt wire? I don't think it actually does. I think we can just use conductive wire. No, that's 2 kilowatts, though. I think we're going to be pumping more than 2 kilowatts into here at any one time. So that is indeed something that we're going to have to consider. Is there a way to get out of here using heavy watt wire? I don't think that there is. Yeah, carries more wattage than a regular heavy job. Yeah. I mean, I don't really want to run it through the floor, but that's all right. Okay, let's just set this up. So this is going to go over there. That's going to go over there. We'll see if this works. We can, we can make some sort of a adjustment as we go. Hold up. What? What am I building? Am I scheduled to build anything behind here? Delete that and then go again. All right. Conductive wire. There we go. Cool. Okay. We need to get these thermo aquatuners hooked up as well, which is great. Now I want that to go there. And I want that to go there. Pretty much. We can just use refined copper. We can use refined iron. It doesn't actually particularly matter for the job that we need. But that's okay. I mean, the chances of more than 2 kilowatt hours being produced by these 3 steam turbines, I think is unlikely. But it's something that we're going to have to consider. Oxygen generation is not up to scratch. That is a bit of a problem. But that's okay. We should be able to build absolutely everything here. I'm going to leave this thermo aquatuner slightly empty for now, because we may well need it to cool these steam turbines. These steam turbines are going to get quite hot. Quite hot indeed. Also, what I'm going to get set up is I'm going to get a mini gas pump set up, because I'm going to want to pump almost all of the gas out of this room, at least for now. Can we put in a full-size gas pump? I mean, we could put in a full-size gas pump, but it wouldn't fit, so we're going to instead have to make do with just a mini gas pump, and we're literally just going to pump this stuff outside to a high-pressure gas vent. Sure. Alright, nice. And I think that we're going to have to get another mini gas pump set up over here. There we go. Okay, so the conductive wire is looking very, very good. It seems that everyone is doing that fairly swiftly. Looks like fried mushrooms, by the way. We're grand on the whole fried mushroom front. We're doing very, very well. Also, our stress, apparently, everyone is sort of de-stressified, you know, during the downtime between episodes, which I like. I like how everyone's taking it a little bit easier. Always very, very good. What is the electricity consumption on, or the current load on this network, should I say? Not very high. We could, in fact, do... Yeah, we could do with just connecting it up. It's already over here. Okay, but what I'll do is I will use gold. I'll bring it out this way. Down there. Wire bridge. And wire up there. Perfect. And that is all, of course, going to be priority number 9. As that needs to be done fairly swiftly in order to start the pumping process. I am probably going to stick indoors just here for now so that we can start getting this stuff pumped out as swiftly as possible. Although I fully want to surround these turbines with insulated tiles at some point. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. This is a temporary solution. Okay, that's good. How are we doing over here? Honestly, I think maybe we adjust the threshold at which water is cooled down, because at the moment it's not really working with the... It's not really working. Yeah, I think we need to adjust this. Okay, so if temperature is below 16, let's allow it. There we go. So, you know, on a temporary sort of basis, we're going to allow a lot more water through, purely because I'm a little bit worried that we could end up with a little bit of a water shortage. If we have a water shortage, then that leads on to an oxygen shortage. If we don't have enough water to power our toilets, that's also a bit of a problem, a bit of a nightmare, really. So let's let that go. Let's let that go. And let's watch it all happen. Okay. So now we're just in the process of pumping all of this oxygen out of here. It probably won't actually take that long. Then we're going to want to fill this area with hydrogen. We're going to want to fill this area with water. So that is quite, that's going to be quite a challenge. We're going to try and put as much water as we possibly can over here. Let's put a little water spout right over there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a branch off this main belt right here. And stick that in there. That's grand. And I'm also going to get a single insulated tile to stick down there, so that we don't have any water sloshing over the side. Perfect. Right. Can this be built with priority, please? I don't want water dripping out of here for no good reason. Okay. Hold on. Have you got power? Has everyone got power? Everyone's got power. Okay, we need to get liquid intakes and liquid outtakes set up as well. So it's pretty much going to go like so. I mean, this should probably be insulated. Insulated across to there. And then down and out here. And then we just connect with the main pipe network again, and we'll sort of link it up to the network in good time. I'm keeping this free, as I sort of mentioned. Oh, that works perfectly. All right, that's great. That works an absolute charm. That is absolutely grand. Okay, so as soon as these thermo aquatuners turn on, they should start vaporizing a whole bunch of the water in this room and turning it into steam. Vaporizing is not the correct term, but I think you get the picture there. Yes, so that's good. That should be working. I like this little setup over here. This is a cool little height difference. Insulated tubing. That's all looking good. No liquid output. We're going to sort the liquid output for the steam turbines. We're going to, I believe, make this out of insulated pipe. Just put that down there. Sure. We're going to try and fill this room with hydrogen, by the way, which is why we're currently using the mini gas pump to pump everything out. We're going to fill this room, obviously, with steam, and the thermo aquatuners are going to maintain the high temperature of the steam. Okay, there we go. Let me do that. All right, so I think that we're pretty much ready to go over here. We're gonna need some sort of a kick to get this network going, because the thermo aquatuners are going to need to heat up. Also, what is this thing made out of? Gold? It's made out of gold. I think that's honestly perfect. Yeah, I don't think we could do it with any other resource, because we obviously want the overheat temperature to be as high as possible. The overheat temperature under normal circumstances is 125 degrees Celsius, whereas it is less over here. And it cools by 14 degrees. So we're going to be cooling down the liquid by 28 degrees in total, which is quite a lot, actually. That is a significant amount. A significant amount of cooling that's going to happen. Okay, we need to find some sort of a way to jumpstart this system, which means that we're going to need to find some way of providing 1,200 watts times 2. So we're actually going to need 2,400 watts in order to make this entire area work. So I think maybe there's the argument to be had that we stick a sort of separate power generation system up here. We don't have the ability to make a solar panel. I mean, we could put a wood burner up here. That would be kind of good, but they only produce 300 watts of power. And they do produce a little bit of carbon dioxide. I mean, I know that we need to get... We will obviously, hopefully, be power positive once we get the steam turbines up and running. But for now, let's get some wood burners. I haven't actually used these things. Let's use gold. Okay, 3, 4. Let's get 4 wood burners. That will total 1,200 watts. We'll get some heavy watt wire down as well. And what we'll do is we will stick some jumbo batteries right over here. All right. There we go. That looks pretty darn good. And in fact, it doesn't actually need to be jumbo wire at all. Power wires, cancel all of those power wires, and instead just build conductive wire. Yeah. It is a little bit more resource intensive to do that, but it's fine. Okay. So let's get that all set up, and then we'll get the wood burners all delivered over here. We might even stick down a a hamster wheel to get everything up and running. What is this? A shine nymph or a chauve vole? Let's get a chauve vole. I mean, eggs are eggs, right? Look at everyone. Everyone is hard at work. I haven't seen this before. Everyone is actually busy. I'm shocked. Okay, we're already down to 2,300 grams in this area. Just a little bit more over here. Alright, this is fine. That is an unreachable build. Let me get that built. Okay. Now, we need to get lumber moved over here, and I think we do have lumber. In fact, I'm certain that we do have lumber. The real question is, how much do we have? I don't think we've turned any into alcohol yet. In fact, I'm certain that we haven't turned any into alcohol. 14,000 units of lumber. Okay, so we should be able to do a bunch of that. Should be able to make a bunch of that stuff work. Not enough steam. Steam temperature below 125 degrees Celsius. That is exactly what we're going to have going in this room. It's going to work. I'm pretty happy about it. Okay, so as long as we start turning on the thermal aquatuners, we should be fine. Like, this system should immediately start working. Pretty much. What I am going to do is I'm going to upgrade this pipe to make it insulated. Yeah, if we insulate this pipe, then that means that we're not going to have to worry about any sort of nonsense occurring. Also, all of this wire has been upgraded to... Oh, hold on. Building entombment. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no. Wait, you're telling me this building didn't work? Oh. Oh, my... Oh, after we spent so much time and effort and energy. Unbelievable. How much does it need? What does it need in order to be repaired? Copper ore? No. Oh, I'm so irritated. I'm so irritated. I'm so irritated. I do want to do some more space exploration, but I kind of want to focus on, you know, sorting the water problem first. Oh boy, we're down to the last 216 kilograms. I think we might need to reduce the constraints of this even more. 16 degrees Celsius. 16 degrees Celsius is already... Also, we're almost out of water here. Oh, goodness gracious me. This isn't working perfectly. This isn't working perfectly. Okay, deconstruct that. Priority number 9. Let's see if we've got enough water in this room. We can always artificially add more if we need to. Right, prioritize that. That's all prioritized. Not going to prioritize these quite yet, but that is all prioritized appropriately. That's great. This is all priority 5. That all needs to be bumped up to priority number 9. There we go. All right. We're ready for action. We've got loads of hydrogen over here. In fact, we've got loads of hydrogen in these tanks right over yonder. So we should probably start creating a hydrogen delivery pipe. There we go. This is going to be a temporary pipe to fill up this room with hydrogen. Okay. Good. All right, this is looking very, very complete now. Pretty happy about that. All of the water has been resumed. All of water connection has been resumed over here. That's great. That all looks absolutely perfect. I never connected up this liquid pump over here. It was always just a little bit too difficult to do. I mean, I could still do it if I wanted to, but I'm honestly not that bothered about it. Okay. Okay, gas pipes, all looking good. It's coming along very, very nicely. Yeah, we're absolutely fine for food. We're down to 1,400 grams over here. Man, I love these mini gas pumps. They are ridiculous. They are so good. They are incredible. Okay. Right, why is this not being built? And also, has my telescope been rescued yet? It has. Wait, what? Overheat damage? How are you overheating? Overheat temperature is 75 degrees Celsius. Is it because there is... Yeah, okay. It's because there is like 190 degree copper ore. Like right over here. Ah, boy. Okay, get this swept up at priority 9, please. Otherwise, we're just going to immediately have... No. Don't, just get out. There's nothing to study, I don't believe. Oh, hold on, I can, in fact, study some more stuff. Okay, that does not need to be priority whatever it is. Okay, has that stopped the overheating? No, it hasn't. Everyone is still very much overheating. Let's get some storage bins built, shall we? There we go. Build some storage bins over there. Maybe we can stick some of this regolith in. I mean, it's quite hot, I must say. Okay. Get it all swept away. Yeah. Okay, so is this thing actually going to work? Is this system actually going to work? I mean, it says that it was detecting meteor showers. But, I mean, it's failed me once, right? It has failed me once. Scan network quality. Ah, the scanner network is scanning at 17% effectiveness. Build multiple space scanners to ensure that they're scanning effectively for the best detection results. It will detect incoming objects 34 seconds to 200 seconds before they arrive. Okay, so basically what I need is a massive array of space scanners. Right. I probably should have read up on that before I built it, but that's okay. That's fine. That's not a problem. Okay, what am I looking for? Yeah, space scanners. 2 more space scanners. Let's get 2 more right over there. That's grand. Let's get the automation wire to link into... Yep, just get it all to link up to that one single NOT gate. And it's going to be broken yet again because we've got 202 degrees Celsius regolith over here. Does it need to be exposed to the vacuum of space? I don't think it does. I think that we can get away with building some drywall. I don't think do I have the capacity to build drywall? I think I do. Insulating back wall. Yeah. Tell you what, I could do some temp shift plate in here. Sedimentary rock. Yeah, let's try this. Except, let's not do that. Let's just not. I just don't want to. I don't want to deal with that right now. It's going to take far too long to get that all organized. Right, let's get that swept up. Priority number 9, please. The steel is being built. That's good. Okay. I don't want to deal too much with space over here. We've got priorities right now. We've got priorities. Okay. We're down to the last sort of 600, 700 grams per tile in this room, which is very, very good. That's priority number 9. That's great. We're still waiting on some lumber deliveries up here, but that's a low priority. I haven't assigned it a priority 9 order yet. Right. Let's reduce this to a priority 4 repair thing. Yeah, look, it's 44 degrees over here. This is 105. All right, I mean, yeah, the planetarium is going to be heating up. That's for sure. Okay. There we go. All right, move that regolith. That might make a difference. It should at least cool things down somewhat. All right, looking good. Looking very, very good. Happy with that. And we will just continue to greatness. Okay. So, the proof is going to be in the pudding here. I want to get this linked up right over there. I want to get that deconstructed. Priority 9, please. Let's hook this thing up. How much water do we have left? Oh, we've got 53 kilograms of water left. Okay, that terrifies me. That absolutely terrifies me. Okay. Let's prioritize all of this at priority 9, please. I need to get the lumber up and running as soon as I possibly can. That insulated pipe needs to come down over there. That makes sense. That's perfect. Let's give this a go. Let's see what happens. As soon as the lumber is delivered, then we are good to go. Oxygen is almost entirely pumped out of here. Lumber looks like it's going to be delivered tomorrow. Honestly, that's probably for the best. It means that we can get the last sort of dregs of oxygen out of this room. This water is not going to turn to hydrogen absolutely immediately. In fact, I somehow suspect that we're going to need to add a little bit more water into the system, but we can do that with just connecting up that liquid pipe. The thing is, though, is that we're on a timer now. You know, we're only relying on this area to do the cooling. That's fine. That's kind of what I would expect, but we're going to need to reconnect this if we can't get this up and running over the course of today. Okay, we're down to the last few grams. This will take us down into micrograms, then into milligrams, and then into nothingness, which is grand. So I'm going to put a lock order on this door. There we go. Okay. So any further amendments to this pump, we can just do from this room, i.e. we can just cut the power cable, and that should solve the problem. Okay, there's just a few micrograms of oxygen remaining. That's fine. Okay, who's on the lumber? Who's on lumber duty? Lumber, I think, is stored right at the bottom over here. I suspect, anyway. You've got an egg over there. All right. I've not been really worrying about my slicksters very much recently. How much stinking petroleum do we have? Quite a lot, as it turns out. Quite a lot. All right. Okay, this is working. Okay, so it's taking it from 61 right down to 41 degrees Celsius, and then that's running, and it's taking it down to 34. Okay, fantastic. Should we just try and get this? Should we just try and get this out if we can? Let's try and circulate a little bit of water. I know it's going to give us quite hot water, but let's get that out. Okay. So this is still obviously going to make some very hot stuff. Let's put that on priority 9. I want that to get locked as swiftly as possible. This water is going to heat up very, very slowly, but very surely. And when it does, I want to be ready to cut this wire right here. In fact, it's already done. Hold on, reconnect that wire. There we go. Reconnect it. We weren't done yet. Okay, 44 degrees Celsius. 41, 41, 41, 44. 50 degrees Celsius. Okay. Do we need to run it through 3 instead of 2? I don't think I have the capacity to do that. I mean, maybe. Maybe is the answer to that question. We sure could think about it. Why is this not being built? Unreachable? How on earth is that unreachable? Right, get that built. So that we can finally get this stuff replaced. Otherwise, we're going to have problems later down the line. Okay, well, we should have supplied enough water with that last sort of little burst to keep us going for a while. Oh my god, we're down to the last 4,000 milligrams. Ice? Ice is a good bet. Ice is a safe bet. Okay, let's get another storage bin right here. Sure, and we'll use that to store ice in. Great. Okay. I don't want to say that this is a problem, but this, it could become a problem. It might become a problem. Okay, the door is locked. That's great. I need to get these thermal aquatuners up to speed. Okay, so at the moment it's coming in at 45 degrees Celsius. I think we're honestly going to need to run it through 3. Or at least, here's an idea. Here is an idea. I've had an idea. My idea is as follows. Let's run it on a loop. So we do that. We put in a liquid shutoff that allows the continuous flow through, right? And then we test the water right here. Oh, we can't test it right there. That's irritating because there is a light fixture there. I think we can test it. Yeah, we can test it right under here. Okay, here's the plan. Bring this out this way. Liquid shutoff right there. Liquid bridge right there. Great. Disconnect. In fact, no, keep that over there. And actually disconnect that over there. Yep. And then we want to get you to come down over here and into there. Okay? That's pretty much that taken care of. We test the water here. And we test it and it says if the temperature is below a certain level, then we change it. That needs to get deconstructed over there. That needs to come out of here, I think. I think that'll work. Right, well, let's give that a shot, shall we? Right. Here's hoping. Okay, we've reached a perfect vacuum. So let's disconnect. What I need to do is I need to set up a wire bridge right over here. This seems a little bit counterintuitive, but I need to do it anyway. Yep, because I'm going to need to deconstruct this wire right there. That's a priority 9. Don't need to deconstruct this wire bridge. In fact, yes, I do need to deconstruct the wire bridge if I'm just going to reconnect it up there. All right, so that's fine. That's fine. That should work. I guess let's see. All right, the proof is going to be in the pudding. That needs to be upgraded. No, that's not the right type of pipe. Insulated liquid pipe. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Insulated liquid pipe. Then this needs to come up there and go in there. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to see if this whole system is built on lies or if it is based on an actually workable system. What's the temperature of our water? 22 degrees Celsius. Not as low as it needs to be. That's for sure. Okay, hold up. Let's liquid bridge that there. Deconstruct that insulated pipe right there so that there is an absolute sort of way that the liquid flows, which is good. All right, once everything's up and running, it should work. It should work. It should work. Okay, and then we're just going to basically use this system to get the liquid to exactly what we want to do, exactly the temperature that we want. Temperature of this. I mean, we can just link that up right there. Is that unreachable? That is indeed unreachable. I mean, there is a wire coming over here. We might as well tap into that. Don't love it, but we're going to do it anyway. All right, let's put this to the test. The neural facilitator, we should probably do something with this at some point, but that's a problem for another day. The problem today is most certainly water. Okay, are we down to our last dregs? We are completely finished. So there is water in the system. After that water has left the system, then we're in trouble. We are straight up in trouble unless we can get this area up and running as swiftly as possible. Okay, Someone find the copper to build this stinking stuff. I mean, we'll have a few more bits of water arriving fairly soon. Okay, 53 degrees Celsius, 63. That comes out at 53. Right. All right. Oh, no. I forgot to build the automation wire. My bad, guys. I don't suppose you happen to take a little bit of extra copper with you in order to make that build happen? No, doesn't look like it. All right, well, once that's up and running, then we'll be good. How are we doing over here? We need power. Yep. I guess we'll do this. Copper. Is there copper on the surface? There is indeed copper on the surface. 9.2 kilograms. There's a heck of a lot of copper on the surface. All right. Great. Let's get it plumbed in. Why is this being repaired? Okay, put this on priority 1. It's being repaired and it's just being wasted. Okay. I was kind of hoping that maybe we'd be able to get that that copper pipe done before the close of play today. As I say, at the moment, we're draining the last of our water. Part of me wants to use this polluted water for something. But the problem is that polluted water is already an endangered resource. We need as much of it as we possibly can to farm all of our plants. So we really need to bring in external water. I mean, bringing in external water really shouldn't be this much of a problem. Thing is that we've got, you know, a massive cool steam vent, which is very, very cool. And we've got a second cool steam vent at the other side of the map, which we can also move water towards. So, you know, we can definitely make it all work. Should we need to? Right, come on, get to work. Get to work. Some flooding going on. What's going on over here? You're picking up 10 kilograms of copper. Alright. Wait, hold on. Is the copper on the surface just unrefined copper? Just regular, old, unrefined copper? I guess that's the metal ore, but then there's refined iron on the top? Alright, no idea. Okay, the automation wire is up and running. Let's give this a test. So, if the temperature is above 6.1 degrees Celsius, let it go through. Okay, wow. That works fantastically. That works absolutely fantastically. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and free up a little bit of space in that pipe by turning it to above. All right, what do you know? It seems to work like an absolute dream. Did it say that we had overheat damage over here? I think we did. What's going on? We're out of power. We are absolutely straight up out of power. And also it seems like there is a little bit of overheat damage occurring right over here. Not entirely sure how that's happening. I mean, this water is still yet to turn into steam. Hold on. What's the overheat temperature of this? The overheat temperature should be... Overheat temperature is 175 degrees Celsius. The thermo aquatuner is only 80 degrees Celsius. What? Cold damage? Oh. Okay. So we don't actually want the temperature to drop below... We don't want it to drop below, below 1 degrees. Otherwise, or 0 degrees even. We want it to be above. We want it to be above that. Otherwise, there is going to be a massive amount of problem. Okay, so how are we going to test this? I mean, we should probably test... We should probably test the water coming in. Liquid. I mean, should we test the water... as it comes in here. I think doing this would be fine. Okay. So we're only going to allow it to come in here. Hold up. I need to do the maths on this. Right, so you need to be deconstructed. I need a free tile right here. Yeah, you're going to be absolutely... You're going to be absolutely screwed in just a second. Alright, so that goes there. Liquid gas pipe moves over... No, not a liquid gas pipe at all. In fact. Liquid water bridge. Cancel that. That's pretty daft. Okay, we're close to getting this to work. So that goes there. That goes there. No, in fact, it doesn't. That gets deconstructed. Perfect. So basically, we want to set up a liquid pipe thermosensor, and we basically want to test to see if it is above 28 degrees Celsius, right? Because 28 degrees Celsius is 14 plus 14, which is what it's going to be reduced by. Unless I set up... In fact, why am I doing this? Why do I not just cancel all of this and set up an AND gate over here? Yeah, okay, so that's what we're going to do instead. This is a little bit complicated, but it's working. Okay, let's get an AND gate. So we need to set up an AND gate. Let's get an AND gate right over here. So do I need two separate inputs? I need to set up two thermosensors in order to make this work, but it needs to be above. If it's below 35, 34. Try that. Okay, so what's that? 36 degrees Celsius that it's leaving at? Okay. That's 7 degrees Celsius that it's coming through there at. I kind of want it the other way around. Okay, this is a little bit of a nightmare, but basically we don't want to run these thermosensors if there is something super cold in the pipes. So we're gonna need to put a temperature sensor on the pipe right over here. But I don't think that we're gonna be able to incorporate a liquid shutoff valve. Thing is that I want to test it. Right. Here's my next wild idea. Bear with me for this one, folks. Let's get a liquid shutoff right over. Right, first of all, let's deconstruct this. Okay. Gosh darn it, we're so close to making this whole thing work. Right. Priority 9. I don't want to open this this door, because otherwise we're going to have to get inside, and it's going to be irritating. Okay, so here's my next thing. If the temperature in this specific block right here is below 35 degrees, or in fact, we'll say below 28 degrees, then what we're going to do is we're going to get it to go right up there. So we are going to need to access this area. It's fine. We're going to need to access this area. That's okay. Okay, and then if not, it'll continue across. So we're going to have a double test. We're going to say if it's below 35 degrees here, then it can go through. If it is below already, whatever it is, 17 degrees Celsius, then it'll go up there. Right? And if it's a fine temperature, if it's above that, or if it's below that, should I say, if it's below 17 degrees Celsius already, then it'll be fine. I think that should work, right? So we test for... So if it's below... Yeah, if it's below 35 degrees, we let it go through. No, hold on. We need to test for if it's... No, if it's above. Yeah, if it's above 35 degrees, we let it go through. And then here we test if it's... No, hold on. I've gotten myself in a huge pickle. This is maybe gonna work, maybe not gonna work. Right, I guess let's just see, right? Okay, and then that goes there like so, and then that goes there like that. Okay. 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 Right, let's get all of that built, and then let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. So, yeah, let me try and get this straight. So, it's gonna come out of here. It's gonna come in here at 60 degrees Celsius. It'll run around. It'll be tuned down to about 40-something degrees Celsius. It'll be tuned down again to 32 degrees Celsius, let's say. So, it comes in here, and then we want to basically test to see if it is above 34 degrees. In fact, no. We want to test 28. Okay. So if it's above 20... Okay, we can fix this, I think, by just moving this liquid shutoff. Okay, this is turning into a somewhat of a freakish nightmare. But if I move this liquid shutoff to the exit point, then that will... Okay, hold on. Move this liquid shutoff. I've got an idea. I think the problem is that I've got two liquid shutoffs on the system, which in itself isn't a problem. But I can't test it when it's working like this. I need to have one of the liquid shutoffs right here. So it's going to be a liquid shutoff that tells me when I can exit the sort of system. There we go. Okay, so the liquid shutoff will instead go deconstruct that pipe right there. Yes, please. Priority 9. Hallelujah. Okay. Liquid shutoff will go right here, and this will test when we exit the system. Okay, so at the moment, we're just getting a whole bunch of liquid that's coming through. Not super bothered about that. At least it's going to happen. Circuit overloaded. How is that circuit overloaded? I feel like it shouldn't be overloaded. I don't actually think that there is capacity for more than 2,000 watts of draw. Alright, well, I'm surprised, I guess. Right, we'll deal with that in a little bit. Space scanner, oh, again, has been worked utterly horrifically. I think I might need to redo this system. I'm not entirely sure why it's not working, because it definitely should be. Definitely should be. Alright, how are we doing temperature-wise? What's the temperature of this water? 37 degrees Celsius? Right, well that is miserably hot, but I'm afraid it's going to have to do for now. Right, let's go back to below 16 degrees Celsius. Cool. Right, let's get this built as quickly as possible, please, chaps. Yeah. Okay, liquid shutoff goes right in there. Oh, I can't build it right in there. Oh, come on. We can build it right in here. I can build it right in there. Yeah, that's great. But that means that I'm going to have to disassemble this liquid pipe thermo thingy-mabobber. This neural facilitator has really wound me up. Right, get all of that prioritized. Let's get a liquid thermo pipe sensor right over there. Okay, so now we're going to test. We're going to test for the exit. We're going to test if it is below a certain temperature, then it'll go out. Okay, this is guaranteed to work. I'm certain of it. Right, and that goes in there, just so that we can guarantee the way in which it goes. Okay. This is good. This is good. This is fine. We're going to heat this water up to steam one of these days. Mark my words. Okay, that goes in there like so. That is unreachable. Let's get a ladder in place there. Okay. And once we get the copper built, then that's great. Okay, so we want to test if it is below... If it is below 18 degrees, it's going to go up there. So that'll get it to the absolute sort of most negative temperature that we possibly can without damaging the system. Hold up. Is there a... Yeah, we should have the flow going this way. Yeah, okay, so deconstruct that pipe there so that we guarantee the way that the water flows is around that way. Cool. Let's get some more power connected up over there. Great. Alright. As suspected, it has indeed taken a while to get to this point, but, I mean, we're so close. Automation wire. Always forget about the darned automation wire. Okay, what did I say that we were testing for over here? If it is below... If it is below... this... Yeah, if it is below about 14 degrees Celsius... In fact, we'll bump it up to about 17. We'll sort of give the machine a little bit of leeway. So if it's below 14 degrees Celsius, then we'll let it go. And if this is below 18 degrees, it goes up there. In fact, actually, it'll need to be below 20... If it's below 28 degrees. Yeah. Okay, if it's below 29 degrees, in fact, if it's below 30 degrees, then we will siphon it off and just run it through one thermal aquatuner, and if it's above 30 degrees, then it's safe to be run through two, and that will still result in the temperature being less than 17. Huh. Fine. Okay, great. Happy days. Happy days. Okay, so this is not working for whatever reason. That means that I need to... Temperature is below that, so it's not over there. Why is this not working? It's not working because... Not because we don't have power, it's just not working on the whole. Okay. Okay, let's sort of free it up a little bit. Yeah. Just let it round it a little bit. Okay. Yeah, is there not a pipe in here? It seems very suspicious. Anyway, 45 degrees. Okay, we are getting there. $11 degrees. Okay, great. What's that? 18 degrees. So this should come in here, right? It'll come in here, and if it's below 30 degrees, yep, then it should be siphoned automatically up there. There was a little bit of cold damage. How did that happen? That's because there was one little bit of water that was -4. Unbelievable. What is this that needs repaired? It's the liquid pipe that needs repaired. Huh, okay. That's a bit funky. Did not anticipate that happening. Okay. Let's stick that on auto. And priority 9 that repair. Priority 9 that repair as well. I don't know why pipes can't deal with frozen water. It's almost like they weren't designed to deal with that, but that's okay. Okay, so 14 degrees Celsius, 16 degrees Celsius, and 21 degrees Celsius. That all works spectacularly. It's going to work an absolute charm. Okay, we didn't let too much oxygen in there either, so that's great. Okay, we're out of power now again, but that's okay. Slowly but surely our water is heating up, which is great. How is this causing problems? How is this causing problems? 26 degrees Celsius? Yeah, so what's the temperature of this? 26? If it's below, it should get siphoned up. Indeed it does, and it'll get run round once more. Cool. Alright, so apart from the fact that we don't really have any power, everything seems to be working pretty darn well. So it's coming out of here at around about, you know, 8 degrees Celsius or something. That's pretty darn good. It's still running through the sort of backup cooling system. I say the backup cooling system. You get the picture, right? Maybe there was just sort of one odd bit of cool liquid over there. Yeah, but this looks like it's working, apart from the fact that we don't have any power. I mean, I guess that's good. It's working, sure. It's working. It's working. It is absolutely working. Cold damage. How was the cold damage? 4 point something degrees Celsius. Do I need to give this sort of a little bit more leeway? So if it's below 31 degrees Celsius. Yeah, so if it's below 31 degrees Celsius, then run it through there. Cool. Or what I do is I just take the tolerance down, or I put the tolerance up a little bit. Yeah, okay. If it's below 20. If it's below 20, we'll let it out of the loop. Alright, so 22. 22 should be totally fine. 22 should come up here. Yep, indeed. That'll go through, and the 22 comes out at 8.8, which is actually about what we need. Oh, cold damage again, just as I thought I had it right about right. 22 degrees Celsius. It's literally that one pipe behind there. All right, well, you know what? I mean, for the most part, it does indeed seem to be working. I can always adjust the tolerance slightly. 22 degrees Celsius. We can always bump it up to 21 degrees Celsius here. Eight point something degrees. All right. I mean, if this area had power, then I'm sure it would work. But anyway, this doesn't even incorporate the whole steam element of it. Steam element of this system, which will, I'm sure, be working at some point. Look at these things. Look at these things go. Incredible. Anyway, the amount of water that we're going to get is absolutely obscene. So at the moment, the temperature in here is very, very high. Why is the hydrogen actually heating this area up? Do we even need to go through this cooling area now? I mean, it is kind of retro. Let me just get, if it's above a certain temperature, let me just try and clear all of this out. It's going to cause a little bit of a problem downwind, so to speak, but I mean, it's still reasonably cold. Let's get it all through, and let's just filter it all out. So we're actually increasing. We're actually increasing the temperature over here. Okay, that is straight up just a bad old thing to do. Deconstruct that there, priority 9. Okay, yeah, I mean, let's just completely skip this this old way of going about doing things. Yeah, there's no reason to do this if we're literally just going to heat the water up. I mean, that's what we've literally done. We've heated the water up from whatever it is, 9 degrees up until up to about 13 degrees, which is just daft. Okay, anyway, let's copy your settings. Priority 9, of course. Let's get this swept up at priority 9. That ice is minus 37 degrees Celsius, so that's going to help keep things nice and chill. Okay, we got a lot of water coming back into the system. That's great. It looks like we've not actually run out of water properly yet, which is very, very good. How on earth are we getting water into the... are we getting water into the heating grid? That should not be happening. That shouldn't be connected up like that. Okay, but apparently it is. Right. That might explain where half of our water was actually going. I think I'll need to redo this here. Right. Deconstruct that liquid pipe. Deconstruct that insulated gas pipe. There we go. And then redo this. So insulated gas pipe. I mean, it should all really be insulated gas pipe. And that goes up there. Okay, try that. Right. Make that all work, please. If that all works, then that's grand. Great, we're delivering lots and lots of ice. So as long as we can continue to output enough power, then that should be grand. Okay, the fact that that has broken yet again is a significant concern to me, because I'm not doing something right then, if that's the case. There should be no damage. There should be absolutely no damage whatsoever here. Becoming too cold and it will not function. Is it because it's linked up to the thermal aquatuner? It's cold damage again. Is it because it just sort of stays in? Well, there's no water in here that's particularly cold. And yet it's taking damage. Is it because there's... It's not... No, not that. Is there something that needs to be swept up that's particularly cold? It doesn't look like it. That's a real nuisance. Okay, here's my solution. There's my solution. My solution is to make the pipe at the bottom accessible. I don't actually know if that'll make any difference. In fact, I'm pretty certain that it won't. Let's just cancel all of that. It's 85 degrees Celsius. 85 degrees Celsius consistently, and it still has... It still has cold damage. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea why that's happening. Is that a bug, perhaps? Whoa, 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 whoa. 4 point something degrees Celsius? How is this happening? How is this happening? Is it because there is literally a chunk of frozen ice inside the machine? I think that might be it. Why is that not being filtered out, though? Right, increase the tolerance just a little bit more. 2 degrees Celsius? Okay, how is this also cold? I think it might be because we don't have a consistent power supply, and therefore stuff just ain't working. Okay, can I extract the pipe contents from here? I've never actually done this before. There we go. Try do that. Here we go. Extract all of that pipe stuff. That might prevent this issue from raising its head again. I mean, it should work. It should work. But apparently it's not working if the power is just not there. Which is why we need to get the steam turbines up and running. Which is why I want to make sure that that happens tomorrow. It looks like we've sort of staved off the inevitable by sticking some water in here. It's not super cold, but it is indeed workable. Which is what makes me happy. As long as it works, then it's fine. Okay, I really should have created like a little transit tube station for my dupes. Okay, how are we doing up on the surface? Hold up. They're scanning for meteors. And there's 3 people that are idle. What's going on here, chaps? No one's got any O2? How are we doing oxygen production-wise? We're doing fine oxygen production-wise. We're just not producing enough of it. Hold up. Why? Why? Ah, there's no power. There's no power. Right, I mean, that's already on priority 9, so I'm presuming that that's going to get done at some point today. Okay, let me go and have a little look at my meteor system. It does kind of look like there is a meteor system that is incoming. What's the scan network quality? Decrease scan interference from nearby heavy machinery. Rock or tile obstructing the dish line of sight. 7%. Right. I need to check out how they actually work. Because that is, well, whatever the case, it's just not working at the moment. Okay, yet more coal damage. Okay. It's fine. I think we've chunked through all of the really cold stuff. Okay, what about cancel those orders? Okay, maybe as long as we have consistent power, we should be fine. Whoa, hold up. Contents of water at 14 degrees Celsius. Why did that not work? If below, it should have... It's because our power network, it's because our power network is so spotty. It's because our power network is so spotty that it is actually not allowing us to run the liquid shutoff valves as much as we possibly want them to. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Okay, do we have enough coal? Is that where our problem is coming from? It says we've got 0 kilograms of coal available to us. That seems like a bit of a fabrication. But maybe we've actually run out of coal. I did not consider that. I did not consider that that would actually ever be a problem. Because I've always had so much of the stuff. I mean, we can fix it. We can fix it. It's just a question of whether we want to. I mean, a coal generator is not that great, all things considered. Okay, let's get that all dug out at priority 9. See if we can make something happen. Yeah, we're going to keep on getting coal damage until we can get a consistent... Okay, well, at least I've figured out the problem now. The problem is power. Which makes it a heck of a lot easier to understand. But it is actually quite important that we get that coal generator up and running. Without that coal generator, we're kind of a bit lost. Okay. We should be able to at least sustain the coal generator, at least for now. At least until the next episode, when we're going to be able to, well, hopefully, for one, make this area sort of self-sustaining. Okay. Looking good. Looking very good. Okay. That is the coal power fixed. That's great. That's good. It doesn't really matter about the sort of inconsistent power in the thermal aquatuners. What matters is the consistent power to the coal generators, because without that, we are lost. We are totally lost. Okay, let's queue up a whole bunch of coal excavation. There we go. Right, so just sort of secure the future of coal, at least for a little bit. Okay, let's even dig out a bunch more stuff over here. Just so that we can absolutely ensure that all of this will be for something. How are we doing water-wise? We're doing not great water-wise. However, we should be doing better water-wise. At least we would be if we had any lumber, which I don't think we do. Have we run out of lumber entirely? No, we've got 8,000 tons. 8,000 tons of lumber. Or 8,000 kilograms of lumber. Whatever. It doesn't matter. A lot of lumber, which is good. Can we turn maybe some of the power... Can we make this hydrogen powered? That's kind of what I mean to say. Can we make this area hydrogen powered? I kind of feel like that might be the best case scenario. Yeah, let's try and hook it up. Let's try and hook it up. Conductive wire. I have a funny feeling that that is going to completely overload the network in a way that I'm not going to be happy about, but I guess we'll see, right? It might mean that the thermal aquatuners will work, and that is kind of what I want to see happen. Okay. Go up to the surface, see what's going on. Alright, and get a whole bunch of stuff sorted. Right, is anyone going to go and dig the coal out? No, it doesn't look like that's a priority at the moment. Tell you what else should be a priority. Building a appropriate ladder down to this area. Get that dug out. Priority 9 that. So that we can build a nice ladder up to the top there. Perfect. Right, you know what they say, the more coal, the merrier. And I absolutely want to guarantee that we're going to have enough coal. Cool. Very, very cool. Okay, let's see if this actually works as I want it to. I highly think that there's going to be a, yeah, circuit overload. Yep. I sort of thought that this would be the case. I did sort of think that this would be the case over here. That is going to have to go, unfortunately. Does mean that thermo aquatuners are working, though, which is great. Very, very good. But the circuit is unfortunately not to last. Although I must say that when this system is working, I mean it gets us a heck of a lot of water, very fast actually. That's pretty darn good. Okay, new printables are available. What have we got? Some larva eggs. I mean, we're still waiting for a couple of larva eggs to hatch down here. In fact, yeah, we've got two larva eggs. I did sort of briefly think about sticking in an incubator right over here, although the overheat temperature is about 90 degrees Celsius. Well, it's up to about 140 degrees Celsius, but even then, at 140 degrees Celsius, it's quite extreme. What I think we need to do is we need to set up the incubation room as we sort of had it right over here. Yeah, we need to set that up, and then we need to set up 2 critter traps right over there. I mean, it is priority 9, but it doesn't feel like a priority 9 event, you know? It feels like a not priority 9 event. Cancel that and instead rebuild it with copper. Because we got copper already kicking around over here. Yeah, really not a priority. Also, we're doing great on terms of petroleum. We've got a heck of a lot of petroleum. So much so that maybe we could even consider turning it into... Okay, hold on. What have we got? I don't even know what we've got over there. Let's put in slicksters and slickster larva. Priority 9 that. And let's see if we can not get some people over here. Right, put that on auto. The temperature should have... Yep, the gases have indeed equalized. Which is quite nice. Overheat damage. Hopefully we're going to be able to get the... Hopefully we're going to be able to get the dudes out of there in time. Come on. The whole point of this area was that we can get a slickster, whatever it is, a molten slickster. So we can get petroleum. Get petroleum nice and easily. But apparently that's just not working for anyone. Alright, well, you know what? I think that is going to have to be a mission for the next episode. But you know what? What better a place to end up? I feel that we made some real progress. We are now, I mean, we're water secure as soon as we sort out a few little bits and bobs with regards to our power. Which I'm actually, you know, I'm pretty happy with that. We are, oh my goodness, we're out of water, technically. But no matter... Because we're going to fix that in the next episode somehow. I don't know. I have yet to come up with a creative and, well, extensive solution. But you'll just have to tune in then to find out. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Over the Potato. This has been Oxygen Not Included. I'll see you next time. Bye.